Good evening, class. Good evening, class.
Good evening.
Okay, thank you and welcome to today's session. Our topic for today is environmental degradation. On attendance, I can see everybody's present, so I'll mark it later in my LMS. Our topic for today is environmental degradation, and the learning outcomes are include defining meaning of terms in environmental degradation, identifying the causes of soil pollution, discussing the effects of soil pollution, and describing the soil pollution control measures. So on to our first learning outcome. We have definition of term, and the first one is degradation. Degradation is any change or disturbance that is perceived to be deleterious or undesirable. It can bring a negative change when introduced to a system or environment. So environmental degradation is now the undesirable change in the physical, chemical, and biological characteristics of any component of the environment. These components include air, water, and soil. Okay. Our next slide is still continuation of definition of terms. We have pollution, which is the introduction of contaminants to the environment. Yeah, and agents of pollutions are called the pollutants or contaminants. Now, because we said degradation affects the components of environment, and we talked of soil, air, and water, so today we are going to look at soil pollution. And soil pollution is we can say it's the introduction of undesirable substances in soil which adversely affects its physical, chemical, and biological properties. When you talk of physical properties of soil, we mean we are referring to the soil texture, color, and the general soil structure. I mean the profile. And the chemical, we are referring to the soil pH or mineral contents. Biological properties are like the soil organic matters, etc. So causes of soil pollution, I think that's our second learning outcome. You can confirm with me. Yes. So first cause of soil pollution is industrial activities. Effluents from the industries when discharged into the environment, when discharged in the soil, it has chemical components or the toxins that contaminate the soil, making it less fertile or less productive. We have agricultural activities, which includes use of excessive fertilizers. So fertilizers, when used in excess, can pollute the soil. Waste disposal. Disposing off of waste inappropriately can lead to soil pollution. Yes. We have accidental oil spills. Oil when being transported may accidentally spill off on the soil, contaminating it. Oil will do what? Will clog on the soil surface. Yeah. We have acid rain. When chemicals mix with air, when it mixes with air in the atmosphere, then falls back as in form of rain. Rain which is acidic. Yeah, when it gets into the soil, it leads to pollution. Effects of soil pollution. That's our number 3 learning outcome. Pollution, when soil has been polluted, we find that the fertility level is reduced, which in turn affects the crop yield. We have toxic chemicals present in the soil also affect the plant growth and human life. Like when plants consume the chemicals in the soil, us as human who are consuming the end result, it can affect our life in the human health. We have soil pollution contaminate the underground water. When the pollutants or the chemicals seeps through into the soil, it can leak down until it reaches the underground water, which gets contaminated. Soil erosion can also it increase pollution and sedimentation in streams and rivers. This can even block the water channels. The soil pollution control measures, which is our last learning outcome. Let me check. Number 1, soil control measures is soil erosion must be prevented by planting tree. When you do afforestation, the plant roots play the role of compacting soil particles. So there will be no more loose soil particles on the surface to be easily eroded. Waste from industries and domestic waste must be treated before dumping. You must treat them first to make them environmentally friendly, such that when they come into contact with the soil, it is it become less harmful. You replace another control measure. We have to replace synthetic fertilizers with organic fertilizers. So we use natural manures. We practice agroecology, which is environmental friendly. Control measures continuation. We have toxic and non-degradable materials must be banned. We ban the materials that take long to decompose. Yes, because they stay long on the earth's surface, reducing the aesthetic nature of the soil. Another control measure is recycling. We apply the 3 R's of waste material. That is recycling, we reuse, and we reduce waste. Public awareness. You involve the locals, passing knowledge on the importance of managing soil, or the importance of using soil appropriately to minimize soil pollution. So I'm finishing by giving you an assignment. Or before I give an assignment, any question? Okay, I think there's no question, and so I'm going to give an assignment to be collected in our next lesson. It should be printed out. It's part of assessment for this lesson, for this unit. Take it seriously. So the assignment is discuss the causes of soil erosion and its effects to the environment, and it's 30 marks. That's Cat 1. Take it seriously. I've come to the end of this class, this lesson. Thank you guys. Thank you for attending and for your patience.